My previous upload was me revisiting the law of attraction and manifestation on this channel. This is something I used to talk about a lot, especially in the early days of my channel. So if you're brand new to law of attraction and manifestation, or just new to my channel as a whole, I invite you to go look at all the different playlists I have up there. But being relevant to this video, I do have a law of attraction and manifestation playlist that should get you from zero to hero relatively quickly. And judging from my last video's performance, it seems that people are really resonating with the information. So we'll just park it here, and the next batch of videos will have a law of attraction theme. So let's get to it. Since we are reopening this chapter, let's go ahead and start with the basics again. People can define the process in many different ways. And, they can say there's extra steps, more steps, fewer steps, whatever. But when you boil things down to its most elementary components, there are three basic steps to manifestation. Step one is impressing your subconscious mind to believe whatever it is that you're visualizing or imagining is already a completed thing. Step two, the bridge of incident. Step three, your manifestation has come to pass. So beginning, middle, and end, you place your order, you wait for your order, you enjoy your food. That's pretty much all there is to it, right? So let's break down each one of these steps and be, let's touch on everything to the best of our ability, right? So step one is impressing your subconscious mind. Most videos that you watch on this are techniques to do this exact step. You may have heard of scripting. You may have heard of affirmations. You may have heard the 7x7 rule, the 3-6-9 rule. But then there's also certain old practices like prayer, visualization, imagination training, all these different types of things, quantum jumping, quantum leaping, using water to manifest and all this type of stuff. There's so many different methods, whatever method you choose, just make sure it's the one that whenever you are going through the process, whenever you're writing it down, whenever you're visualizing, whenever you're doing whatever, you are seeing something as an already completed thing. One of the best pieces of advice that I can give people is make sure, though, when you are scripting and when you are visualizing, you are making sure that it's an already completed thing. It's already done. So you don't write down, I want a new car. I want a new car. I want money. I want, because you need to ask yourself a very important question. If God, the universe, source, whatever it is, just said yes to literally what is on my paper, literally what I've been affirming to myself, would I have what I wanted? When you say you want a new car, you're not going to get the new car because you're going to manifest more wanting of the new car. This is why you need to watch your wording with things, words or spells, and you write, spell, all that type of stuff. Nevertheless, words have power and you need to know how to utilize it appropriately, right? So what you say is, though, I am so thankful for my new car. Oh, I am enjoying all the compliments that people were giving me on my new vehicle. You know what I'm saying? My family is so proud of me in my new house that I bought. You know what I'm saying? Because that implies that not only do you already have it, but you're enjoying it. So which one has more power? I want this new car. I have this new car. Or, oh my gosh, everyone is so excited for me in the fact that I got this new car. Which one has more power and which one are you going to use, right? Now, let's move on to the bridge of incident. The bridge of incident is probably one of the more frustrating parts about this process, because what a lot of people don't want to realize is that the bridge of incident is unique to each individual, right? Like I've defined it before, the bridge of incident is a series of life events that get you from A to Z, right? It goes from a thought to you enjoying what you imagine. And what happens here is there's like a break, and I'm sure there's more to it, but just while my brain is going, number one, the reason why there's a delay from what you've imagined and what you get to experience in your physical reality is because, stop calling me, I'm busy. It's like the reasons why there's a lag between what you're manifesting and imagining and visualizing and scripting for and what you actually get to enjoy in your physical reality is because when you are operating from imagination, when you're visualizing, when you're doing these things, you're telling your subconscious mind that this thing is already real. You're operating from a higher level, a higher dimension, if you will. There's what's called, some people call the astral plane, some people call it the fourth dimension, whatever. All right, just whatever's going on up there. Whenever you imagine something, it's already a done, completed thing. There is no time, there is no space. But since there is time and space here, that's one reason why there is a delay from your thought forming into something physical. I may have lost a few people there, but let's give another example. The other role for the bridge of incident is to tweak your frequency to naturally guide you so it can get you to where you want to go. Right? A lot of people are going to realize that it's hard for them to impress their subconscious mind because their physical reality is so strong. For those of you trying to get out of abusive situations, for you trying to get out of poverty, for you getting tired of being overlooked at work, for you living in a state of lack and all this type of stuff, it's hard to tell yourself you're rich, but if you stay true to it, if you hold the faith, you'll start to see your world move in a certain type of way. Because what the second option I've been setting up for is that the bridge of incident is going to guide you to your manifestation. Sometimes it's going to challenge you. Sometimes it's going to clear the way for you. And sometimes it's going to put those obstacles in your way. We thought this was going to be easy, but sometimes life will say, no, you need to learn first. Before you can enjoy this manifestation, let me give you these challenges. When we're getting biblical with it, it's like, I work in ways ye know not of. Your ways are not my ways. That's basically saying our little brains are trying to fathom what God, the universe, source, whatever you want to call it, is doing. We're trying to think that we're as smart as the universe. You see what I'm saying? Because we live in a finite world, we don't understand the different applications that the infinite in our world. You see, so the way that things could come into manifestation could be completely different. But you have to first match the frequency of whatever it is that you want. So you can't want wealth, but you're at poverty. But what the bridge of incident does, it gives you certain life events. It gives you certain nudges. It gives you hints. It gives you Science for the Universe, where there's numbers. You hear people talk about what it is that you want. You start to become more interested in different things. That's the bridge of incident, starting to give you that divine inspiration, or just say, okay, he's being stubborn. Let me give him some life events to smack him upside the head so he finally learns the lesson, so he can be at the next level to being ready to receive the manifestation that I have planned for that individual. You see what I'm saying? And this is where different religions start to talk about it. Whether you believe in Christianity, Muslim, Islam, Hindu, Buddhism, whatever, they all talk about the same stuff. All right. So then moving on and kind of piggybacking what I said in my previous point, receiving your manifestation. Sometimes your manifestation is not going to come in the way that you expected. Right? A lot of people think that, because I manifested, you're trying to fit things into the way you believe things. That's why the first step is impressing your subconscious mind and getting rid of those limiting beliefs. Once the limiting beliefs are gone, manifestation has the freedom to flow right into your world. You just have to get through these limiting beliefs, because your subconscious mind believes those limiting beliefs are just as true. And because your subconscious mind manifests everything that it believes to be true, it also helps manifest those limiting beliefs as well. So sometimes the bridge of incident will do what it can to shake off those limiting beliefs, and then you're only left with the pure source, the pure frequency that it trim off the fat, it knocks off the mud, and it can get you to be at the right frequency. But even when you are at the right frequency, it can still be something that's above your level of understanding, because if you want more money, you may not receive money. You want more money, but you might lose your current job. Why? Because if you lost your job trying to get more money, did that not just clear the way for something else to come take its spot? This is why the faith is very important, because you might say oh, I want to make $10,000 more, and you're expecting to get a check. You're expecting to find it under a bench somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You found like a drug dealer's stash or something like that, which is possible. It's possible, but I'm just trying to give you realistic examples, right? But what may end up happening is you might lose your job. You might lose everything. But then when you're down and out, you might just have a simple conversation with a friend, and he gets you a job that just so happens to pay you $10,000 more a year. You see what I'm saying? This is how stuff happens. A lot of people think that when they want to manifest a car, that you're just going to the car's just going to show up in your driveway. Once again, everything is possible, but keeping it realistic, what could ultimately happen is you don't get a brand new car, but your friend gets a car, and your friend has a come up. But then when your friend has a come up, he says, you know what? You've been my friend for a long time. Yo, you want this car, bro? And he just gives it to you. That's another way it happens. But then the other side of it, sometimes it's such a contradicting statement I'm about to say, but sometimes the using manifestation will provide you with more work, but it'll be divinely led work instead of just mindless matrix working. Because like I said, the bridge of incident can bring you obstacles that you have to overcome. So if you believed that wealth was coming your way, It's like, what's the best way to prove that you expect it, to be happening? You start to prepare for it, which is just another way the bridge of incident is starting to prepare you for your manifestation. If you truly imprinted in your subconscious mind that wealth was coming your way, what would be a way that you could, almost like validate that it's actually going to happen? You start to prepare for things. I'll make a whole nother video on that. But once you prepare for these things, your subconscious mind not only knows it's true, but your external reality is also starting to validate it. So now you've formed a link between your subconscious and your conscious mind. Boop. And now they start to agree. So now you have this thirst for knowledge in regards to asset protection. You start to learn that you can only make money through assets. It's not just, I got some money, I need to go buy something now. You start to learn about compound interest. You start to learn about trusts, LLCs, S corps, all this type of stuff. You start to learn how the big wigs and the big money movers are playing. That's why I got into crypto. You see, there's all these different things that start to stick with you when you're on this bridge, and then that can also tailor how you enjoy your manifestation. But lastly, on that point, there could be the physical things that you manifest. There could be the non-physical things you manifest. You want to manifest a car, the money, the clothes, the houses, the attention. Fine. That's one thing. But you can also, manifest experiences. That's where a lot of people, they turn to religion. I be talking to what I call God, but yo, God, humble me real quick. Hey, yo, God, teach me something amazing. God, yo, God, impress me. And because I know that whenever I talk to God, I'm heard, my subconscious mind knows that conversation will materialize one way or another. So you can get experiences. You can do the physical things, experiences, whatever it is. You can manifest anything as long as your parameters of your mind are wide and vast. Because once again, just be open. There's different techniques of like holding on to it, like seeing it in your mind all the time and hold it. Sometimes they say visualize it and let it go. There's so many different things. But like I said, if you have any comments, any questions, whatever, or any success stories, feel free to type it out and I'll be back with you. Till the next one. Peace.